What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode here on ShaunsTake. I'm your host, Sean Golden. Today I'm here with three lifelong friends. Go ahead and introduce you guys.
Moni Sandback.
Robert Lee.
Big West.
So today we're heading into week 7 of the NFL season, and we've seen a lot of what to kind of expect moving forward. So today we're going to break down what you can expect moving forward in the NFL. So let's start with the AFC. We got the Patriots on top, the Chiefs falling. With Patrick Mahomes getting out, that's going to be a little interesting. We got the Ravens, Texans, and Colts, both hot teams. So what do you guys expect moving forward as we approach the later end of the season?
Well, I expect that the Chiefs are going to be struggling for the next few weeks. Andy Reid's a great quarterback coach, so we'll see what he can get from Matt Moore. Patriots, they have an easy schedule. It wouldn't even surprise me if they ran the table.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the only real team they were going to face, well, they got the Texans. I mean, they still got the Texans. That could be a trap game where they lose. And they're going to play the Chiefs. It's just a matter of whether Mahomes is back by that point.
Yeah, so moving forward with Mahomes, we know he's out for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What do you think the Chiefs are going to switch to a more run-heavy offense with him out, or what?
I don't know that they can do it because they haven't been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a running back by committee. Their offensive line is not great as far as the run blocking is concerned. I expect Andy Reid is going to really shorten up the offense. They're not going to be going deep as much. It's going to be more short, intermediate routes, more trickery, more gadget plays, stuff like that. Really to try to take advantage of the fact that they have all that speed that the other teams don't have.
I'm just a defensive guy, and I just know you can't win a ball game if you can't stop nobody. You can't win. You can't win a Pop Warner game if you ain't got no defense, and they got a Pop Warner defense, dude. I'm sorry. I know it's the NFL, and those guys are the best of the best, but jeez, man, they can't. I mean, they let the coach just pretty much dominate them on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. I'm looking at this game going, the coach, they don't have, Andrew Luck is going, yeah. They got young fella. I'm just like, man, but their defense is kicking their butt.
Yeah.
With a bunch of, not only outside of Houston, but they got just a bunch of good guys on the coaches go, okay, we bought in, coach, we're going to do this. And I'm just looking at this game going, man, the Chiefs don't have an answer.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have an answer. And I was really blown away just how much the coach dominated them on both sides of the ball. Not just one side, on both sides of the ball. Like, they just kicked their butt. Poor Chiefs.
Now, going off with the Colts, where do you see the Colts and Texans playing out? Both teams are kind of hot. Could have been they have their moments where they could be a little bit better, but both look like they could be contenders. So what do you see
the Texans? I think the Texans is better just because. I mean, Deshaun is just that boy's a weapon.
Yeah, he's holding up level.
Yeah, he's a whole. And plus, they have a really good defense too. They have a really solid defense, but Deshaun is just that X factor that you just go. You can't game plan for a guy that's going to sit in the pocket and throw for 300, but out of the 20 plays, he may run 10 of them, and all of a sudden, everybody's back turned there, and everybody's back turned, he's gone. Like, you can't catch that dude. So, I think Houston's better off in the long run than the Colts, but the Colts defense is just something you just cannot ignore, and that can take a really mediocre team a long way.
Yeah.
It really can.
Well, not only that, I mean, their offensive line, that's the best offensive line in the game probably right now. So, what's his name? Jacoby Brissett. He's a serviceable quarterback. Yeah. He's not going to put you in a lot of bad positions where he's going to lose the game for you. So if they can run the ball, let Jacoby do just enough and make plays when he has to, which is basically all he did when they beat the Chiefs. And that defense is going to do well. The thing that makes Houston really dangerous to me is that they actually have a run game now.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde, I mean, man, whatever they wanted, they got it.
Andre Hopkins, he hasn't even been unleashed this season yet. So we saw Will Fuller explode. We saw Hopkins have his week 1 was really good. Yeah. We saw Carlos Hyde have his moments, and then, they got the tight end involved. So when they are forced to rely on DeAndre Hopkins, I still don't think you can just take him out of a game.
Right.
So now, and then Duke Johnson still, they traded for him. Started to use him a little bit more recently. So that offense is so versatile, and the defense is good. Yeah, that can take him a long way.
Yeah. Yep. And Johnson had some big chunk plays last week when Hyde was out. So I think they're going to be a real threat to the Patriots.
I think the Texans has a higher ceiling compared to the Patriots. The Patriots are like hitting right there. But I don't know, can they stay like that through the whole season?
I don't know, because like I said, it's like a lot of it you have to put on the schedule.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I'm really looking to see what the Patriots do. I was looking to see what they did against the Chiefs,
Right.
but now I'm looking to see what they do against Houston when they play them, the first time this year.
Yeah.
Because that, to me, is going to be the first real test that I can think of that they're going to have.
So now moving on, Lamar Jackson's had a hot start, but then he's also shown his flaws throughout the season.
Sure.
So what are you guys looking for from Lamar moving forward, and can he be the real deal?
I think he can. Mostly, I'm looking for his coaches.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for the consistency from the coaches.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he started off the year where they were committed to, we're going to use him as a passer first, and then every now and again when you got to get out of a jam, use your athleticism, run the ball, whatever. And now it seems like in the last couple weeks, he's been more reliant on, he's reverted back to what he was doing last year, which is running more, getting out of the pocket. So I'm looking to see what the coaches are going to do about that and how they're going to make adjustments for that. Because I knew the Browns game was going to be a real test, and he failed that test.
Yeah.
It's when you got a quarterback that's mobile and does stuff off strip 50% of the time, coaches tend to go, okay, we're going to use that, and then all of a sudden they go, shoot, if we use that, and he might get hurt.
Yeah.
Or if we don't use it, then we handcuff him. So how do you unhandcuff a guy like LJ to have him do what he do, but yet at the same time be a quarterback, stay in the pocket, make the right read, and slide when you get out the pocket instead of trying to take somebody head on, like Mayfield would do every now and then. It's like, so I think, like Big Fella said, it's the coaching staff. They have to continue to mold LJ and just say, dude, look, man, we know you want to get out. There was only one Mike Vick.
Yeah.
There was only one Michael Vick, and he was a bad young brother. But you have to be able to be a quarterback, sit in the pocket, make the reads, step back, step up in the pocket, instead of just want to just jet out every time you feel some pressure.
Yeah.
The coaching staff have to do a better job of game planning week in and week out every day to get Lamar Jackson like a better. Not that he's a bad QB,
Right.
but when you're young, the first thing you do is go back to what you've always done.
Yeah.
When you feel the heat, you go, okay, I'm just going to do this. And sometimes you don't have to do that. Sometimes you got to be patient. Like I tell all my DBs, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable being in the pocket with four, D linemen coming at you, and then one backer's coming, or maybe a safety's coming, and you got to depend on your 5 O-line to block me. You got to sit there and go, okay, they're going to get him, and you want to sit there and go, they're going to get him. Then you go, man, I don't think they're going to get him. And then you run out, and all of a sudden, the post space open, and you go, gosh, I should have stayed in there longer.
Right.
That's, Big Fella said, the coaching staff got to, get Lamar Jackson ready to run. But
Definitely.
anyway.
All right, now let's flip it over to the NFC. Right now, the NFC is headlined by the undefeated 49ers. Are they the real deal?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, when you have a defense like that, hey, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate to say it, but that defense is real. And as a Cowboy fan, I can tell you, looking at what my defense has been doing lately, and we just spent all this time talking about the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if that defense is real, because, number one, they can get to the quarterback. And I don't care how good the quarterback is.
Yeah.
We've seen Brady. We've seen Peyton Manning. We've seen what happens when you get them under constant pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the equalizer. And they've done a good job of running the ball.
Yeah.
That's number two. And I'm expecting that Garoppolo is going to, elevate his play at some point. He missed a lot of time being hurt and whatnot. But he has a great offensive coordinator, great head coach. So I'm expecting he's going to take that next step as well.
Yeah.
But that defense can carry them in a lot of ways, especially in that division.
And I'm going to stick with the defense too, because I'm a defensive guy, but they got a guy on their team on defense that has one. Sherman. Like Richard Sherman has one. Richard Sherman knows how it is to be in that fire and that heat. He knows, so he can relay that to the young cats and all the defensive players. And for that matter, the whole defensive staff, for that matter.
Yeah.
When you got a guy that has one and has the knowledge that Sherman has, you want to pick his brain. Even as a coach, every coach don't know everything. We can all learn from everybody. But when you got a guy that's been in that fire, man, that Super Bowl, what does it take to get this? And Sherman says it takes this, well then let's work on it then.
Yeah.
And
Right.
by far, I'm a Giants fan. Giants defense up and down. This guy, but hey, the Niners defense, we can pressure the quarterback.
Yep.
The back seven can do whatever they want to do.
I think their first test will be Seattle Seahawks, though. Just like the Patriots, just like the way Patriots and their schedule. The Niners have had an easy schedule.
Yeah.
And even against the Rams, I mean, they were already not playing well before the Niners.
Now moving on, the NFC North, Packers, Bears, Lions, and Vikings. Pretty tight division. Packers are leading it. I think it might be one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL right now. The Lions are at the bottom, but they've shown they probably could have won every game they've been in this year. So what do you guys see playing out with that, with the Packers leading it right now?
I see the Packers winning the division, but I'm gonna say this: would not surprise me if that division put 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Would not surprise me, but I still see the Packers ultimately winning it because I'm always gonna go with. Usually, I'm gonna go with the best QB. The Bears are limited, I feel, with Trubisky, but they have a great defense.
Yeah.
And then you have, of course, Kirk Cousins, which he had a great game last week. Seems like they kind of figured some things out. They have a great running back.
Yeah.
McKinnon, I think, or not McKinnon, but Cook.
Yeah.
I think he's leading the league in rushing right now.
Yeah, he is.
So they have a lot there. They have a pretty solid defense also. So all Kirk Cousins has to do is not screw it up. And they're going to be competitive in every game. They're going to be in every game.
And that's why I think the Vikings going to take that division.
I'm still going to go with the Packers, though.
The defense is the best we've seen in Green Bay in a while.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big factor.
And they can run the ball now.
Yeah.
As a Cowboy fan can tell you. They ran all over us.
Woo, didn't they? Good, man. Young fellas.
Yeah, so this is the first running game or semblance of a running game Aaron Rodgers has had in a long time.
Yeah.
Right now, this is like the first time in a long time they're not winning just because of Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of games they're winning, without him or in spite of him.
Yeah.
Right? So I just feel like they're going to win ultimately because Rodgers at some point is going to show up and be Rodgers.
Yeah.
You still have that running game, you still have that defense, so they're probably going to win that division. But like I said, would not surprise me if the other 2 teams in that division somehow got into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, are you ruling out the Lions, or do you think they can still? I mean, they're a scrappy team who's competitive in every game they're in. It just seems like throughout history they've had a problem with finishing.
Yeah. The Lions are competitive. I mean, they made the that game against the Chiefs more competitive than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I just feel like the other division teams have better defenses.
Yeah.
And Stafford, of course, is a good quarterback, but I just feel like outside of maybe, let's say, Chicago, the other 2 teams have more dynamic offenses than Detroit.
Yeah.
So when you talk about, with Minnesota, that might be the most talented, most loaded offense in that division.
Yeah.
Between Thielen, you know what I'm saying?
Diggs, Cook.
Cooks. So, and that's why I said all Kirk Cousins has to do is just not screw it up.
Yeah.
Don't give the ball away. And you'll probably have a shot to win every game. So I really think the Lions are going to have their moments. And they're going to be competitive all the way through. But I just feel like overall the other teams just are more solid on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Now, in the South, Saints are winning the division. Falcons have been, up and down. Pretty disappointing from what we thought could have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa Bay has been Tampa Bay. So what do you see happening down south?
So the Saints are going to run away with it. But surprisingly, the Panthers are going to make it competitive.
They're 4-2 all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What do you see with Cam Newton? If Cam Newton is healthy in a couple weeks, are you going back to him, or are you riding with Allen?
Yeah.
You go with Cam.
I would go back to him, but I'm only going to say this, though. I would go back to him mostly because they're not winning because of Allen. They're winning because of, McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Right? That's why they're winning. And having Cam there is only going to help McCaffrey's cause because now you got to worry about Cam running too.
Yeah. Now, before we wrap things up, let's get a quick Super Bowl prediction and who your winner is.
I'm going to go with the Patriots and the Packers.
All right.
Because I just think those are the 2 teams that are ultimately going to have, they're probably going to be in a position to have the first round bye and home field all the way throughout the playoffs. And I kind of, I'd love for my Cowboys to get there, but I'm not under the influence or anything.
Yeah.
But and I think that would be the matchup that I personally, if I could not see, the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, I would probably either want the Packers, because I've never seen Brady, because that's the two quarterbacks that people have been saying for like the last years. Mm-hmm. Who's the best? Mm-hmm. And it's always been, well, Brady's got the rings, but Rodgers has the talent.
Yeah.
So that would be great to see them in the Super Bowl. And man, I think I would have to go with the Packers.
All right.
I like to see Seattle and the Patriots, because I just want somebody else to beat Tom Brady. And I think somebody like Russell Wilson will not be afraid of what the Patriots would do or try to let him do defensively. I just think that Russell, if y'all want to take the pass away, cool, I'll run. Y'all want to take the run, I'll take y'all pass. I think Russell Wilson can be that guy where the Packers have a game plan for, and he can actually break their game plan.
Yeah.
I think Seattle will win it. But again, my Giants, I think I want to see them too. I know, but Seattle, Patriots, and I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah.
AFC is going to be Patriots, obviously, because they've been playing really well. From the NFC, I would really like to see the Niners go, because that's my team. Plus, they've been playing really well. And it'd be nice to see Jimmy G go against, Tom Brady too as well. Kind of student versus the teacher kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You never know. You never know. I'm with Coach Lee. I think it's Seahawks, Patriots. I think the Texans are gonna make it close, make it interesting if they get a playoff matchup with them. But really, betting against Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, that's just not.
Foxborough in the winter.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Patriots have been good for so many years, and they have the best defense I've ever seen them have. So for that reason, I think they're gonna beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I do think the Seahawks are scrappy. They always find ways to make it competitive, get wins. But if the offense is going to be the same it's been for the Patriots and the defense is on a whole different level,
right?
I just don't see how you can bet against them when they've had the best defense we've seen in a long time from them. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. There's a lot that can obviously happen, but I think it's going to be another Patriots Super Bowl.
That's why you play the game.
Right? Exactly. Yep. Thanks for watching this episode of ShaunsTake. Thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
It was a pleasure. And we'll see you next time.